So welcome back again. This is your boy Adamslink. How you guys doing? Welcome to another crazy video. A sad one, guys. We just lost another actor, Nollywood actor. May his soul continue to rest in paradise. According to the person Choma who shared the news, she said actor Leo Mezi is dead. He's dead on Saturday in Abuja while recovering from kidney transplant. His corpse has been removed to Umahia, his hometown. R.I.P. Leo. Well, obviously we are here talking about R.I.P. again over an actor who have been crying and begging for assistance for a long time, and I do not know if his colleague assisted him, but obviously the kind of pictures and things that I saw of him, it wasn't really looking that good. I think one of all those things that quickly end, that can quickly end people's life is loneliness. Yeah, loneliness. If you have a sick relative, if you have a sick mom, a sick dad, sister, please try to ask after that person. Try to show care, because loneliness kills faster than the sickness itself. Please try as much as possible to show care. Ask after that person. It's not merely about money. I think if you ask after that person, encourage that person will get well. Well, may soul continue to rest in paradise, guys. And let's talk about, Deborah, Samuel, and of course, Dave. Dave incident was another one that happened in Lagos. A sound engineer. Well, I'm just gonna tell you the entire story of Dave, but let's talk about Deborah Samuel. Of course, we already know that story and what is going on now. Now, let's hear from Deborah's father and Deborah's mom, because everyone just having an opinion about everything without even checking, caring about our own parents. Her parents are blessed with 7 kids. Unfortunately, one is gone, and that is Deborah. And her mom, very disappointed with the federal government. She said none of her children will go to school again because, of course, obviously the federal government has failed them. And to make the matter worse, this is it, guys. To make the matter so obviously really not okay to me is that the father said he paid for the 140-something-thousand naira used in transporting his daughter corpse, Deborah's corpse, from Sokoto to Niger State. From Sokoto to Niger State, that he paid. We are talking about a capital crime here. We are talking about a crime that has already, federal government is involved, not just only the state government. And what the least that you can do is organize the burial immediately and also transport her body and do every right firstly before trying to compensate. You never really did that. That's according to our own father, that he was the one that ever paid. What will be this country now? Well, it's quite unfortunate. And surprisingly, Gumi had something to say about this. And I was so shocked. He even discriminated it. Let me make this clear to you. I've made a I made a video and I made it clear to you. Islamic teaching, this is absolutely wrong. That doesn't mean that people do not mislead people by lying. Islamically, it is not seen anywhere in Quran. Our book is not seen anywhere in Quran that if someone insults a prophet that you should do this. God even told us, prophets have been mocked before. What have they done? Nothing. According to Gumi said, anyone who kills a non-Muslim who they have agreed to live peacefully will not smell the fragrance of the paradise of 40 years. If we think by killing Deborah, people who are not of the same faith with us will stop insulting our prophet, then we are in delusion. You cannot force people not to insult you. Even if you force, and say that they shouldn't insult you. Be ready to live alone on this earth. Wipe away every other person. Let it just be just only you, because you can only control yourself. You cannot control my own or control millions of other people. You cannot instigate fear on anybody. Islam means peace. And me, Adamslink, we always stand for peace. And my brothers and sisters in Islam who are following the true ways of Islam, we always stand for peace. And they will always preach peace, whether anybody like it or not. Because I know Islam means peace. Anybody who is doing something contrary to peace, that is his own, and that person should face the full wrath of the law if arrested. A lot of Muslim clerics have discriminated this. They have discriminated it before, and now they're still discriminating it. So, well, let's just hope. And let's talk about Dave. Dave, this one happened in Lagos, Lekki. Dave apparently had an argument with a bike man, himself and his friend, because of 100 naira. 100 naira, and guess what? The guy who is apparently an Hausa guy, they had a fight and the guy fainted. Hausa guys around came and beat Dave to death and even set him on fire, and thereby the other guy and another guy as well, 2 guys are currently in hospital battling for their life. So according to the sister-in-law who shared, the true story, the real story, she said, this is the real story leading to justice for Dave's sound. Because I'm seeing some comments about my brother-in-law being a Yahoo boy, a ritualist, and it's really breaking my heart. Yes, Uncle Dave was killed. Was killed over 100 naira. This is what really happened. The bike man involved carried 2 passengers to drop near Beer Band Way, Lekki Phase 1. Uncle Dave was not one of these passengers. These guys were some of the musicians that came to work at Beer Band. Bike man was supposed to collect 400 naira. The guy gave him 500 naira. Bike man said he didn't have 100 naira change. The 2 guys didn't have 2. So they gave the bike man 300 naira, assuring him that they are regular on the street and will balance him whenever they see. Bike man said he didn't have 100 naira change. The man turned to leave and the bike man grabbed one of the guy's shirt, tearing it in the process. The guy whose shirt was torn by the bike man, turned and punched the black man, which resulted into the bike man fainting, knocked out of consciousness. All this while, Uncle Dave was inside Beer Band. It was when people around, including bike man, tribe men, started dragging these 2 guys to wake up the bike man. That was when Uncle Dave was called in. My brother-in-law came to separate fight. Prior to this, around last week, someone has slumped and died, and people have suspected foul play, saying the incident was linked to the guy on the bike who could possibly be a Yahoo boy. So when the incident involved the bikemen on call, people automatically assume that Yahoo boys are at play again. When Uncle Dave saw that there was an angry mob and the situation has been blown out of proportion and accusations were flying, he ran and hid himself. A woman who didn't know the origin of the whole issue found Uncle Dave hiding and directed the mob to where he was, accusing him of being a ritualist. They used stone to break his head. They beat him, stripped him naked, and eventually set him on fire. This is what happened. This is the truth. Uncle Dave was a reputable human being. He wasn't dragging 100 naira with a bike man. He was called in to separate the fight. The 2 guys involved were beaten almost to death, and are now in a critical condition. Somebody will come separate fight. Now you can't die. One of the facts is that I heard them shouting, "We win Hausa." In the video, I don't know why they are making such claims. Well, that is Dave's sister-in-law, and that's exactly what happened. And thank God, 4 people have been arrested according to Lagos State Police. They have arrested 4 people in connection to it, and of course, we are hoping they do the needful very, very soon, and let's see what will happen. It's quite unfortunate, guys. It's quite unfortunate. Well, let's move past that. Let's move forward to Korra Obidi. Well, Korra Obidi, she said, someone asked her, "Won't you go back to your husband?" And this was her response.
I wish you and your husband were still together. Over my... Hey!
What about her husband? Let's see what he has to say concerning those allegations. You know, he also said Korra had threesome with some of Nigeria musicians, and she also was organizing threesome to other people as well. Well, check out what he said.
I'm not. I'm reacting. Okay? No, it wasn't before marriage. She cheated on me with Joe Sirac. After I paid her bride price, my mother flew to Nigeria for her wedding. And I can show you dates of text messages if that's really what you want. But there's a whole lot more to this story than you guys even know, and there's a whole lot more that I can do to damage her character. No desire. So I'm making this video so that you guys report back to her. You guys are going to screen record this, send this to her, and let her know that put the kids first.
Honestly, I think, like I've said before, see, what I think is that both of them are lying, and both of them at the same time are saying the truth. So nobody want to be like, okay, let's because Justin, the husband, is hot, so it's how to get his own pound of flesh, like soup, get money. Why Korra doesn't want that? She doesn't want that. She just wants to enjoy her life in US because obviously very soon they cannot just let her go because of the kids. No, she has to be there. So and I do not think Korra will get herself another white man. I think Korra will get herself a big black. You know what I mean? Big black man. So not another white guy. So well, let's move past that and let's discuss about Korra Obidi and her housemates. This young beautiful woman. She said a dress she wore to an event to African Movie Awards event, like it was there a few days ago, that this dress is worth 100,000 US dollars. I'm not talking about 100,000 naira. We're talking about 100K US dollars. According to her, she said, "First of all, I want to thank everyone who saw and understood the creative and beauty in my AMVCA transformer look last night. Now, for those who wrote crap about my looks or intentionally post my looks just to bash me, here is what I have to say. My entire look is worth over 100K USD. Yes, you read that right. So if you don't have a minimum of 10K dollars in a domiciliary account, you have no right to speak on my look. Basically, stay away from criticizing my outfits if you are broke." Wow, 100K US dollars. So I'm just going to leave the floor for you guys. Do you think this dress is worth 100K US dollars? Yeah, these big brother Nigerian people. Thank you guys for watching the boy Adamslink, and have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. I hope to see you next time.